Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the markets. Currently 420. One more time of 2020, December 31st, 2020, Thursday, end of the year. Let's go. New year coming. Excited about it. I think most people are. I don't think much will change at the beginning, but there'll be some new vibes and maybe some more positiveness out there. We had a lot going on this year, so let's make sure we subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. It's been a long year for me, and I'm sure it's been a long year for you, and I'm excited about 2021, and I'm looking forward to continue making good trades in the future. So interesting day today. Actually, a little bit more volume than I thought. Dried up at lunchtime, but there's some volume in the morning and then some volume in the afternoon. You can see here on the SPY, we had more volume in about a week today, which is nice. End of the year, people rebalancing. Institutions had to buy up Tesla, which is insane, and I'll get to that in a second. Very frustrating there for me. But my day started with good old Baidu. Just three mistakes involved in this one, mainly just one. It actually broke the 24 level on this candle here, ran up to 224.16. Only problem is when my button was over the trigger, I double clicked in, and I was only going with 200 shares because I knew it was some upside shape on it. It was climbing back up to the 224. I thought we'd take out the high of the day at the time, which was 225.19. I think 225 was the better trade. Obviously, it would have kept me out of this one. And then I kind of held it. I was like, oh my God, I'm in for 400 shares here. This thing rips. It's going to make my day. If it doesn't, it's going to rip my face off. And guess what? It ripped my face off. Took a 43-cent loss on it, I think. 400 shares. I ended up I don't remember what it was. I was down 329 to start my day, and that trade didn't come in till about 9:47. So I was real patient earlier in the morning, and I kept everything in front of me. And I'm like, okay, Baidu's coming up. It's a high flyer. Look at this thing yesterday. I learned my lessons the second time. You know, the whole thing of insanity. Do it twice, do it three times, etc. QS did this to me like 2 weeks ago. It was a resting day for Baidu, and it was gapping up pretty good in the morning. It was actually higher than this in the pre-market, and I thought it would continue at least at like 220 or something like that. I'm sorry, 230, and I got caught, and it was a mistake. I got algo played. I don't know what happened there. I thought they would run it up, take out all these shorts I thought were coming in short. Pretty good volume on this candle here, but so be it. So I was down that much, and I should have been down only about $150 or $160, we'll call it. And instead I was down $329, because I'll show you the video over the weekend. I'm going to do a video over the weekend showing this trade and possibly one other trade. But this was just a user error, amateur hour moment, and it's frustrating because that was one I really just very frustrating. So that's how my day started. And then I started battling back. Was finding new types of setups today. I was finding pretty good setups. I took a BT trade through 16, which was this level here. On this candle, it just squished me out. Went down to 1591. I was afraid of the rug pull, kind of like this at the end of the day. But at this point, it was just ready to rip, and that would have been my day. I was in with that for 500 shares. That would have been back to break even and then some in no time, because it went to 19.5. Once it got through this area here, it was clean living, and I just was unfortunate to take advantage of that particular move. I did get some action at the end of the day on BT here. Not enough. Some nice setups there as well. XL was another one. Setting up today, kind of news event here. Was it here, I believe? I forgot where the news event was. I think it was the end of the day. They'll break out here of this candle, and then a breakout of this candle here. Boom. And then you could have taken through the 24. So there's a lot of setups in XL today, even though it was down most of the day. And then it kind of came up, came down, and then went up again on news. The SPACs are in play. That's all I have to say of 2020. So PDD, probably my best trade of the day. Right here, there's this bar that was created inside this one after a pop up on a high flyer. Look at this. And once it broke this candle, I got in and launched it up and got back a few bucks, I think. 153, yeah, 153. And I got back on BT. I think this there was an EQ OS trade. It was kind of like a news trade. It was garbage stock. You can see the charts. It's stupid. I actually got stuck in this one on through a 16. It went to 1625. Like, damn, this thing's gonna rip, and flush down the same candle. And unfortunately, I took a 30-cent loss on 500 shares. No, 23-cent loss on 500 shares. So that put me back to where I was before. I was like, oh my god, just the frustration. But I was finding BT at the end of the day. And I ended the day at down one. Let me have it covered up. 160 on the day. Closing the year with my balance flat, basically, where I reload and start again. So I'm coming into 2021 flat. And I'm happy about that because I was actually down. Yesterday I was up, of course. Or I was down yesterday, but 2 days ago I was up back to where I was at all-time highs. And the last 2 days I kind of given some back, but not all of it. Actually, Tesla, this is the one I wanted to discuss real quick before I get into all that. I'm going to do an end of the year video as well. Maybe that'll be the same video. I'm not too sure. How can you not love Tesla through 702.50 right here? 702, 702, 702.10. Good night. I had 100 shares at 702.50 ready to rip, and I was watching. It was like 702.6, 702.04, 701.92 for like this whole time right here. And I didn't want to jump in early in case it did flush down and then go. It showed me 702.10 prints and then 703.10 prints. I got jumped by a buck. There was no chance. There was no chance for me getting in it. And I was so frustrated because I was like, I'm holding Tesla at the end of the day. I mean, maybe not the end of the day, but I would have held it up for a nice, strong move probably to this area, probably 710 before I started selling because I really wanted this Tesla trade. It just kept ripping and ripping and ripping. There was no holding it back. There was no reason to sell it. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get all of it, or get in it. But that pretty much wraps it up. So down 160 to close out the year. Happy how I bounced back. I'm happy with what I saw based on some new trade setups. Learning from a gentleman that's been a part of the channel for a few months, and he's very helpful. And, I have a long way to go with that, including news and things. There's a lot of ways to make money trading. I think I need to kind of see what else is out there to... I'm not changing up my style at all, my risk management, things like that. Just looking for some more intraday setups versus some of the inflection points I've been trading lately. And I think there's some more out there. Not necessarily scalping, but a little bit more easier to get into. So I'm not missing so many trades. But we'll discuss that in the new year. So you guys have a wonderful new year. Work hard, stay safe, be smart, be nice. And hopefully we can go up from here in 2021. Have a good one. This is Rich. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. And I'll talk to you in 2021.